Hey guys, so I just wanted to take a second before you guys get into the video here, but I just wanted to say that this video was actually really long. It was like an hour long, so I want to split things up here. I'm going to split this up into two sections for you guys because I really enjoyed making this video. I thought it was really cool. It's the first night we've actually got guns to take on a horde, so I don't want to not post it, but I don't want to give you guys an hour-long video either. So I'm going to cut it up into two different sections. So you're going to have Locked and Loaded Part 1 today, and you'll have Locked and Loaded Part 2 tomorrow. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and I'll let you guys get into the episode now. That is your little forewarning as to why things end abruptly in this video. But later. Hey guys, Gravender here. What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of 7 Days to Die. We are locked and loaded. This is a pretty good ways into to everything since the last episode. So we're pretty far in now, and I just wanted to let you guys kind of see. We've got a pretty good little setup going here now. I don't really think we're going to have any issues. At least I'm hoping we're not. So let's just take all these bad boys out. And once we get done with this night phase, this horde night, I will definitely be giving you guys a little bit of a tour around. We're gonna have to scavenge some of these guys to get them out of the way so we can let some more zombies through. They're not going to be able to run to me if they can't get to me. And I don't want them stacking on top of each other. That's not going to be a good thing. He's dead. Okay. The absolute... Ooh, hazmat pants. Cool. The absolute biggest thing that I was going for before we actually got into this this night phase was I wanted to find a caliper, because I have not to this point been able to find a caliper, and finally I found two of them. Actually, I only needed one, but I found two, and I'll show you guys exactly where I found those. Now, I've been having some issues with the zombies kind of disappearing on me there, like that one did. I'm waiting on the ferals. Like, I do not see the ferals anywhere yet. There are going to be coming, though. I know that much. But these guys will not break my defenses. I know that much. I'll shoot that dog right in the face. He landed right on top of the other one. Ooh, she got some pretty nice stuff on her. These guys are just like killing over dead. Like, I don't even have to do anything. They're just dying from the spikes. That's awesome. And they're definitely not going to be getting through through my stuff here. And I'm pretty sure I've got enough bullets to last through the whole night phase. Oh, that would have been so cool if I could have got a twofer there. Let's get him out of the way so this this one chick can get through here. Is she dead? Oh, yeah. She's dead. We need that dog out of the way. That dog is just... There we go. That dog was just getting in our way. Oh, well. I didn't really need it out of the way. He died on his own. So I'm trying to fortify this whole thing with steel-based concrete, but so far I'm not having all the luck in the world as far as being able to get all of that going. I got a lot of it done, like maybe half, I would say. Got about half of it done as far as that goes, or maybe not even that. But I'll show you guys the base once we get done with everything here too. I am really surprised that I haven't had a feral yet. I know technically they're all ferals, but I'm surprised we haven't had a copper or an actual feral. Ah, I missed. That was just a waste of a bullet. But we do have a really good setup right now. Come on, die. This may be actually a really short phase, which will be kind of nice, considering how awful these phases have been previously on me. It's been pretty nutso actually. A couple of the nights have been really bad. Let's clear up some space for this guy. We are out of room almost here. Oh, look at that. Look at that spider zombie. He's just like stuck in the wall there. Come on. But yeah, so there has absolutely been no ferals yet. Which, like I said, is completely, very surprising to me. And, is that one dog still alive? I'm going to have to start breaking some stuff down here to make room. There we go. Let's break this all down. No room in the queue. I was gonna say, I can't tell if that dog is alive or not. I definitely want to check that spider zombie. But yeah, they've been disappearing on me. I don't exactly know why they've been disappearing. I don't know if there's an issue with that. The sound has been so loud here lately. It's been crazy. The rain is awful. The rain has been absolutely awful. I don't need to eat. I've got plenty of stuff. You'll see why here in just a little bit too. I think we made it through that night phase without even getting a feral. We absolutely dominated that night phase. That was really cool. And I mean, as you can tell, I think the last time I actually recorded an episode of this was on, we don't need that. We don't need no old sham sandwiches. So we're going to get rid of that. I can actually make, which is really cool that they dropped that, because we can make some duct tape with that. Let's get in there to get her, because I want to get as many bodies out of the way here as I possibly can. Ooh, bullet casings. I'm gonna need those. We are still hunted right now, so I'm guessing that there are more coming, which is, you know, that's a good thing. Or are there more coming? That's another good question. If they're coming, awesome. If they're not, then I guess we made it through this one. I guess we'll kind of hang out here for just a little bit, and you know, if nothing else comes, then I'll just kind of bypass most of this, and I'll show you guys exactly what has been done in the amount of time that we have been gone. Because like I said, oh, I hear something. I hear more. Where are they at? If we can get them on different spikes, that would be awesome. If they don't just keep coming to the same spikes, that would be lovely. Let's get rid of her. Nothing on her. Was it that guy there? That may have been him. I don't see anything, but you're kind of getting a little bit of a look at the base now too. This is the new setup on the base. I'm enjoying it a lot. We've got the upper deck here too, that is made out of metal trussing. This is my exit point to get in and out. I haven't had any issues with zombies taking that out, and I have fortified everything in here. Just, you know, just because we can. I've got my forge set up. I've got my boxes set up. All my storage stuff. Like, I've got everything kind of coordinated here. Need to put this stuff in there. Lead. What else goes in here? I think that's everything that I have there that's going to go in there. And I've got my medical supplies, so all of my pills and stuff goes there. This is for my guns, bullets, ammunition. This is actually the gun supply here. I hear more. This night phase is just going by so slow because of the fact that I actually have guns now. I mean, I don't even remember if I actually said it earlier, but just had that one straggler, man. I needed caliper. I needed a caliper, like, desperately. Gunpowder I could actually use, like, hardcore. I need more of it, though. I need more gunpowder so I can make more bullets. And I haven't even really scratched the surface as far as the ammo that I had made. I mean, I know I've gone through a lot, but compared to how many arrows I would go through on nights like this, it's absolutely insane. Oh yeah, my bullet casings and my gunpowder go in here, and I could actually make more if I had more gunpowder. Shotgun shells are easy to make because it's just one buckshot, one gunpowder, one paper, so it's really simple, really easy to make stuff. So I don't even have to worry about that. It's not even an issue. I don't even know why I'm throwing some of this stuff in here. I don't know. Treasure. I haven't even really done any treasure hunting, to be honest. But yeah, so that caliper, man, the caliper was something that I absolutely desperately needed, like horribly bad, and I couldn't find it in the big town. Like I know the last episode, like I was going into the town to try and find the stuff to be able to make a mini bike, and I left out of there, and I left like I found a wrench. Finally found a wrench. And I started breaking stuff down, and I forgot to get the scrap cable. So I absolutely had no scrap cable, and that was the one thing that I desperately needed to be able to craft the headlights, the headlight handlebar thingies for the. I'm so tired. You can't tell, I'm like rambling right now, but I needed that to make the handlebars for my mini bike. I'd found the schematics to be able to do it, and I just needed that scrap cable, and I found a wrench finally, and I forgot completely to scrap something that had scrap cable in it. So I was kind of screwed because the wrench was destroyed by the time I finally remembered, hey, dude, you need scrap cable. And I completely forgot it. Just like slipped my mind. So I had used the wrench just to break down cars, and I should have been breaking down something else. But like, so we've got the big town here, just right down below us. We've got our big hub, and there are tons of stores in here. There are tons of stores. We've got this little storefront right here. It's got like two gun massage, and it's got Crack-a-Book, and it's got a Shamway, and it's got a working stiff in it, and gun massage. It's got all that stuff in there, and I couldn't find a caliper to save my life. There was absolutely no calipers whatsoever. So it was just like, I'm screwed. I've searched through this whole town, and I can't find a freaking caliper to save my life. Like, I've got all of this stuff, and I couldn't find books either. There were two Crack-a-Books there, and I went inside of both of them, and couldn't find anything in there to be able to craft guns. Like, I mean, I found this shotgun. Right, I found it in the supply drop. I went and got it. I found this SMG in the supply drop. And then I finally, like, I just went on a big supply drop run. If you can't tell, like, most of the little waypoints that I saved up here, they're gone. There's not very many left. The only ones that are left are like ones that are stuck in water. Like, that's water. I don't know what these ones up here are. I just didn't go that far up. I did go back to Those dropped after I did this, but I did go back and get what I could out of the old house to kind of try and salvage it. And like in comparison to what we already have, most of the stuff in there was pretty much crap except for the forge. So that kind of like was just wasted time, really. We went back, got some little stuff. It wasn't really much of nothing. And yeah, that was just basically all there was to it. It kind of stunk. It was awful. And so I went over and I searched all this little area, picking up supply drops and things of that nature, and found little things. But the biggest thing, like this last day, I decided just let's go down this road here and let's just see what we find. So we found a little sub hub here. It's a small town compared to this one. It's like a quarter of the size, but this place was absolutely banging. Like, we had a car lot, we had a bank, we had a gun messiah, we had a crack-a-book, we had like a shamway, we had like working stiffs, and like it was just crazy. It was crazy how much stuff was like right here in this little area. I think like the bank is up here around in this area somewhere. Like the bank was, maybe that's the bank right there, or that one. I'm not really sure. I don't know really what the looks are of these things, but yeah. So like, I know that's the cemetery. That's definitely the cemetery in the town. But yeah, it was crazy. Like, I just decided, like, I didn't realize it was as big as what it really was. So like, I went down one street and I was like, oh, it's only got 3 streets in it, so it's not really that big. And then I panned out on a map and started looking, and I came back here just to kind of like chamois my way through these buildings here. And then I caught a look at the back here, and I was like, holy crap, there's more stuff. Because the first place I went into was the crack-a-book, and I was looking for, schematics to be able to make my guns, to assemble them, because I have tons and tons of stuff here that I can make guns with. I just didn't have the knowledge to be able to make them. And I started looking like behind when I came out here, and I was like, holy crap, what is that down there? And it's like working stiff and gun messiah, and it's like, oh my god, it's absolutely crazy. So I went inside the working stiffs. First off, that was the first place I went, because the main goal for going to that, like, venturing out, was to try and find my caliper so that I could craft bullet casings. Because as you can see here, you can make the bullet tips on the anvil, but to make the bullet casings, we needed a caliper. Not really worried about the tool and die, because there's not a lot I can really do with that right now. So I was like, well, crap, I need that caliper pretty desperately. It's day 56. It was 56 then. It's day 56. I need to be able to do some stuff, and it was, I need to craft these weapons, these guns. I need to get them done. So I was like, oh, awesome. Now I've got this caliper, I can go make stuff. But like, I've got the stuff, like, I could assemble right now, because I already have the schematic for it, I'm almost positive. Let's go ahead, like, make an awesome little rocket launcher. It's only blue, but it's only blue because of the parts. Like, I found these parts in that gun messiah at that other little town, so it's only blue because of that. And AK, I don't have the stuff for. I believe I have the stuff for the hunting rifle. Nope, I don't. I should have just took one part out, because I like to keep things in order and and in their place. Man, I don't know. I destroyed so much. Oh my god, I destroyed so much stuff that I had for the pistol that's not even funny. But I don't think I had the parts for it. So that actually works out okay. I was kind of afraid there for a second that I may have messed up down there and didn't get the pistol. And I've just been kind of assembled. Dang it. I've been kind of just like piecing stuff together and just like scrapping what I don't need. Like that right there. Just That pistol really, it wasn't that big of a deal, but, you know, I don't think I can make the short, yeah, I don't have the schematic for the sawed off, so I can't do it, but I do have the schematic for this. I know that. So let's put this bad boy together. I need auger, man. An auger would absolutely be awesome. I need to craft the handlebar. What do we need for the handlebar? I think we need iron. I'm not really sure. Short iron pipe and duct tape and leather. All of which I have. So let's craft that. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. 600, baby. Yeah. See, we've got our skill up in a lot of stuff. It's really awesome. I keep forgetting I have to go to actually assemble it. So now we have a chainsaw, and it is purple. So that's awesome. So we're going to throw all this stuff right back in there. I don't like keeping anything on me that I don't have to. Like the chainsaw would come in really handy, but you know, I don't really keep a lot of gas on me. The gas that I do have, I really kind of use for the mini bike, which, you know, I didn't like outright say it, but I do have the mini bike now, so it's pretty awesome. And I've got my cement mixer, and I've got my workbench going here, my bed. Obviously, I mean, I'm just one person, so I don't need a lot. But before we go down, I know I kind of already did go down. Like, I'm really getting ahead of myself because it's been like 40 or 50 days. But I got my little garden up top here set up. I like potatoes. Not because I like potatoes, but I like potatoes because with the cooking grill, I can actually make baked potatoes, and I don't have to use anything else. I was making cornbread for the longest time. Like, I have actually swapped out my crops there for a while with what I use in the grounds up top. I have done blueberries, and I have done cornmeal, and I was thinking, like, well, let's make some blueberry pies. And then it's like, well, blueberry pies require eggs, and they also require bottled water. I don't like using my water to make food. I really don't. That's why I like to try and collect the eggs and make bacon and eggs, because bacon and eggs work out awesome. And as you can see, I've got tons of meat as it is anyway, so I don't really have anything to worry about as far as that goes. Meat I have abundance of, because whenever I went on my little trip to collect my drops, there was so much stuff. Like, I've never seen that many animals out in the wild. I really haven't. Like, most of the time whenever I see animals, it's always out in near the roads. Like, I've talked about that in a couple other episodes. I don't know, like, I know they did an update not too long ago, and maybe that update actually made animals spawn more out in the wild, because it really seems like it did. It's been a lot more fun lately. Things have been really cool. That caliper actually, like, made my day. It really did. But yeah, this is my little jump off point. This is where we go. This is a little area I've set up and made for my mini bike. I am considering trying to make a little spot to because I've already got some stuff dug out here. I was just digging because I needed to fill in some gaps, but I'm thinking that I may, because I believe this runs, it would need to be like right here. So, I mean, we could build it out wide and make it go in deep. I'm thinking about making a little entrance, possibly, to my basement, which I haven't showed you guys yet. But we do have a basement. Potatoes look like I got like maybe another day and then they'll be done. So let's pop down here. I'll show you around the inside of the outer walkway here a little bit better since we've got some daylight. I don't think it's really about halfway done as far as metal goes with the steel. I haven't really upgraded half of it yet. It's not really looking like half. It's close to being halfway. This was a pain because I'd set it up so much different like before, and I only had it 2 rows high at first, and the metal trussing actually came out over top of it. And what I was running into was the zombies were stacking on top of each other, and 2 high just wasn't enough for these concrete pillars. So I had to go 3 high. So it was a really trial and error thing, and it was more error than it was trial. It really messed up. I don't have any issues with them getting through this area because of the fact that it outstretches over where they could reach. Like, they're going to be coming close in here to me. They're not going to be out there close to where they can climb on top. I would essentially like to make it a little bit higher so that they can't get up there, period, but I'm really afraid of putting anything other than these pillars up because of the spider zombies. Like, spider zombies will definitely like cling to stuff. If I put a block up there and they can get to it, I'm almost positive that they would. So I came down here. There's not a lot of space. I did it the best I could. I wanted to reinforce things so that it didn't fall. I haven't taken out all of the dirt. There's still dirt under there. And I just kind of did a concrete around the edges to reinforce it. And I did concrete down here just to reinforce the house. Just to make sure. Like, it probably wouldn't have fallen. I probably could have went in a lot more, but it's better safe than sorry. I'm thinking about just going ahead and blocking off the rest of it just in case a zombie were to get down here. And that way it's sealed off all the way around. But either way they would be able to get through these little crevices. I don't know. I might do it just for the look for myself. That's just me personally. But what I've done is, like, I'm sure most of you guys have seen other people do this kind of stuff before in their videos. This is a really, really good setup. I mean, I didn't bring any metal with me. I need to get the metal and I'll show you guys. But you can repair stuff through the holes. Oh, I'm low. I didn't realize I was low on things. But yeah, what you would want to do is you just want to go in. You want to get the, not the 1/8. You want the 1/4 concrete, and they can't fall through it unless they die. When they die, they fall through it sometimes if you're missing stuff. But you want your 1/4 concrete blocks for that little padding on the outside to put your spikes on. And I just went with the normal wood spikes. I'll show you guys those here in a second. Let's find the other concrete blocks here. And for my pillars, I went with the 50 instead of the 100s so that I could actually be able to shoot through them. I mean, sometimes they take damage, but it's not that big of a deal having to try and fix them. So, and for the wood spikes, I just put the wood log spikes down. They seem to work a lot better. I know we were going with the wood spikes, just a regular wood spikes, for a long time, but it was too much of a hassle. It was too much trouble. You couldn't upgrade them. Once they were broke, they were broke. But I love this setup though, because all I gotta do is just kind of go through, look up, find the ones that are messed up, and fix them. It's really simple. It's really easy. There's no hassle to it. I could actually be working on this while zombies are up top if I wanted to. But I mean, staying up top and being able to fight them is probably the better option in my mind.
'Cause we scream, fight, hate, cry. No one's ever backing down.